Of course, frame data is going to be available from the start this time, and it's free, by the way. First off, for Tekken 7, you could continually rematch your opponent in ranked. We made some changes to this for Tekken 8 to make sure that it's fair ranking system. We limited it to best of 3. The number of ranks that we have this time is at 30 compared to 37 for Tekken 7. And there's several reasons for this. One is that we wanted to compact the group a little bit and have people of a close skill level we're grouped together, as this actually affects matching when you're matching into other players. Not just that though, we've actually brought back some ranks from past Tekken installments that people really liked, while adding some new ones for Tekken 8. Although we mentioned this earlier on for the CNT, I believe, just to reiterate that up until the yellow ranks, your rank doesn't go down. So it'll stay the same or go up depending on the outcome of the matches. Not only that, but Tekken 8 has a feature where you can register friends or rivals, someone that you have your eye on that you think is a good person to defeat in the future, etc. You can actually see results of those friends and rivals. And the next one we want to talk about is the saving the settings on a certain situation. So since this is a 3D fighting game, your opponent, the space between you, where you are in the stage, there's so many different elements, right? So you can save a certain situation as you like. And we have footage to show how to use this. So next video, please. For example, you might want to practice a certain part of the aerial juggle. So you can save a certain section and restart from that section.
ここで記憶、
So here we'll save.
そして再現してその後のレシピを練習するみたいなことができます。
And then restart from that instance to find different combo recipes.
はい、これ実際使うとかなり便利なのでおすすめです。
Once you check it out, you'll be hooked. It's extremely useful.
あとはこういった壁との角度がついた場合の練習ですね。
Or perhaps you'll want to be in a certain angle to the wall and your opponent, and you can practice that situation. Or perhaps for a low parry, maybe you're not doing the most optimized action. So you can practice this just from starting from the low parry. This is actually brand new for Tekken 8. And what the Super Ghost Battle does is it allows you to kind of make an alternate version of yourself that plays just like you do. Or you can actually play against those ghosts of other players. Some of you might remember that Tekken actually had ghosts before, but this is totally unique. It's been built from the ground up. The speed at which it remembers your characteristics and such is quite fast, and the area and the reliability of, I guess you could say, the copy of you is much better. But rather than us explain it to you, let's check out some footage. So on the left is the player, and the ghost will be on the right.
まずは基本的な移動回りの動作を教えています。
So right now, I'm teaching the ghost how to move.
他にも基本的なアクションワンツーだったり教えると、学習のアイコン、ラーニングっていうアイコンが光ってすぐにプレイヤーの行動を真似して反映してくれます。
And just also doing simple attacks like jab, cross, etc. And you'll see a prompt on the right of the screen that shows that the ghost is learning that.
こんな感じで空中コンボも1回やるだけですぐに再現してくれるんで、早いことがすぐ分かると思います。
And you can see just by that one aerial juggle, the ghost remembered right away, so it's quite fast.
今の確定反撃も1回教えることで、この技をガードしたらこういう反撃が入るんだっていうものを覚えて再現してました。
And even just teaching them a punish, they were able to do it right away. So it's actually quite interesting because it's hard to tell how much you've gotten better as a player, but if you're watching your ghost, it's much easier to tell how much progress you've made. That's it for that footage. We have something else kind of cool we want to show you. We actually have footage of the battle director, you know, as Mishi Master. He played 10 matches, I believe, to create this ghost, and now he's going to play against himself, which you can't do that often, right? So quite interesting footage. Let's check it out. Just background info, the battle director Mishi Master was a very famous Mishima player back in the day.
多分今見ててどっちが人間かなと思ったと思うんですけども、実際本人は右ライトサイドのプレイヤーで左側がゴーストキャラクターになります。
So you might be wondering which one's the ghost. Mishmaster is also, he's on the right side this time, as often Mishima players are, and left would be the ghost. なんか普通にステしてるけど。
はい、三島使い独特のステップ、ステスでもきっちり再現してます。
You can see him doing the Wind God step in quick succession, which is a characteristic of Mishima players.
特に細かいサイドステップを1回挟んだりとか、
そうですね。
そういうのは今までの CPU だとできない動きですね。
And you'll notice the ghost even does slight like side steps and movement adjustments, just like right now.
はい、というこんな感じで本当に本人の、癖だったりよく使うテクニックときっちり再現してくれるので対戦しててものすごく楽しいです。
So you can see the ghost will soon pick up all of your characteristics, the moves you use the most, any kind of like movement characteristics you have. So it's really fun to battle against your own ghost. And actually you can fight ghosts in the arcade quest that we were just talking about. And if you progress far enough and you fulfill the conditions, you can fight against My Ghost or Nakatsu or Harada as well. So check it out. My replay and tips. This is actually something we had in Tekken 7, but it's been greatly improved for Tekken 8. What this is you know, it sucks to lose, but losses are very valuable because they give you many hints on what you can do to improve to be a stronger player. So now I'm actually going to show you footage of one of my matches in which I lost and how I review it. And for the sample is when he's playing as Lily.
はい、これ先ほどの負け試合のリプレイになります。でリプレイで改善すべき点があるとこうやって表示が出てくれて、これは空中コンボもっと高いダメージのコンボが入りますよっていうのを教えてくれます。
And during the replay, there's prompts when they find something you can improve on. In this instance, your aerial juggle was low powered, and you can do more damage with a more optimized combo. And not just aerial combos, but when you block a move and are able to punish but didn't, it teaches you like this. And you can actually go straight into practicing punishing. But what's really cool is during the replay, for 10 seconds, you can actually take control in that particular instance and see if you could have done something better. It'll also teach you when you don't do proper throw escapes. It'll tell you the proper inputs and let you practice right on the spot. So not only does it tell you what you did wrong, it gives you the opportunity right then to practice and to improve that. And so, although this is the more improved version for Tekken 8, if you want to try it right away today, you can actually experience it in Tekken 7. There's the predecessor of this mode in that game. And also, we'd like to add that not only against you can do replays of matches with human opponents, but you can also do this mode with replays of fights against ghosts as well. So you can fight someone's ghost, and if you lose, review and improve here. So we actually put a lot of resources into this mode, and we're really excited and proud of it. So we can't wait for you to check it out.
お金かかってるからね。
そうですね、お金と時間をかけさせていただいたんで。
Rado was saying it was very expensive, by the way.
これが実際画面出せますかね。これがクローズドベータテストで使用するものと同じ、はい、ビルドになってまして、今回、僕はアズセナを使ってプレイして、原田はペンを使うと。で実際カスタマイズスロットっていうものが CBT でも、使用できますので、コスチュームのプリセットいくつかあります。
So this is the actual same build as the CBT. With all the characters you see on the character select.
せっかくなんでちょっと今回はこのゴージャスなコスチュームで。
And Nakatsu will be playing against Harada, and as you see, there's actually customization presets to choose.
デフォルト
新しい方でいこう。
はい。
Start.
Get ready for the next battle.
はい。
ロードが早いね。
ロード早いですね。
Load's pretty quick, huh?
まあ、この演出はスキップできますんでね。
はい
Of course, you can skip the intro if you want to. So the first step is when you want to learn a character, go into the move list, and you'll see we've compiled a list of the main techniques for each character, which you'll be wanting to use in battle, and also kind of just what the strategy is for this character that you'll want to employ. So Harada, I think we have some more details about that as well, and the answer is yes, we do. So not only do we have the main overarching story that contains all the characters for the main story, but there's also little character episodes that kind of show you what's going on this time for each of the individual characters as well. So there's quite a lot of volume there, and we think that you'll enjoy it. So in Tekken 8, you can check out the character episodes. We have one for each of all 32 characters. So when you play through this and you clear that particular episode, you'll be rewarded with a footage, a movie for each of those characters. So it should be quite entertaining. So we'd like to tell you about a brand new mode for Tekken 8 being the Arcade Quest. So what this is you create an avatar and you'll be exploring the arcade that's kind of modeled after 90s arcade scenes and culture. So as you do this, you'll have several friends that will accompany you, as well as Max, who is kind of your guide on this journey as you progress through different arcades. As far as story content goes, we actually can have 3 different things that you can enjoy in the game. First being the story mode we were just mentioning, the character episodes we mentioned, and now this is kind of a story of you as a player and your progression as you learn the game. And we want you to be more excited than just checking out a slide, so we have some footage to show you for this mode. Next movie, please.
はい、こういう感じでもうよくある昔よくあったゲームセンターから物語が始まっていきます。
So as you can see, you're kind of in your standard arcade that, if you can remember, it's quite nostalgic, and this is where it starts.
はい、で相棒のマックス君っていうのがいるんですけども、マックス君が最初に覚えるべきコマンドだったり、ヒートシステムっていう新システムをしっかり教えてくれます。
And so Max, like we said, is your guide in this mode. He's going to be telling you how to perform the basic controls. Not only that, but telling you about how to do the different features of heat, the heat system, which is brand new for Tekken 8.
はい、でプレーの状況に応じて、上手な行動ができたりするとこうやって褒めてくれます。
And so if you're actually learning and using the stuff you've learned in the matches, Max will actually say, hey, great job, or you'll see those things as he appears on screen.
はい、ここでは、ちょっと冒頭から進んだところで相手に攻め込まれて困っているっていう状況に対してパワークラッシュっていう切り返しの要素を学習して実戦に挑むっていうような流れを紹介しています。
So this is partway through the mode when your main character is kind of being frustrated by being attacked so much and not being able to do anything about it. So Max is teaching them about how to do the power crush.
はい、こういった感じでまずはマックス君と練習をして実際に、ゲームセンターの強敵に挑んでいくような流れになります。
So in this manner, you'll be practicing all the advice that Max teaches you, and then use that knowledge to fight your rivals in the arcades.
っていう流れになります。
And now that you've learned the ins and outs of power crushes, now it's time to actually try it out on a rival.
Round 1. Fight.
ここでも成功するときっちり褒めてくれますんで、
And even in your battle against rivals, Max will say like, hey, great job. So as you're progressing through the mode and learning all these different things from Max, and gradually using those skills against your opponents to level up as a player.
0時になったよってことも教えてくれます。
And even if you forget, like if you're in rage, Max will be like, hey, you have rage, why don't you use it? So Tekken Fight Lounge is brand new for Tekken 8, and it's kind of an online visual lobby in which you can congregate with other players. It includes many areas such as the battle area, also areas where you can look at and purchase customization items in the store. So there's a lot of cool stuff in the battle area. As you can see, it's kind of modeled after arcades. So it's a very nice online place to hang out with other players and interact with them.
はい、こんな感じです。それぞれ個性豊かなアバターを作成して街を歩いていく様子をご覧ください。
So this is what it looks like. You'll see all these different players with various customizations wandering around this online space.
一つのロビーには最大100名まで入れます。
And up to 100 people can join the same lobby.
アイテムを購入したり、自分がキャラクターのカスタマイズやアバターのカスタマイズを着替えすることもできます。
And here you can see various different customization items that you can purchase. And also you can change change into different items with your avatar. So we actually looked at various arcades throughout the world during the peak of the 80s and the 90s as inspiration for the design.
はい、そこをベースにやっぱり私もエボとかでラスベガスに行くことが多かったので、ラスベガスの街の雰囲気だったり、そのカジノのようなちょっと楽しげな高揚感のあるような場所を参考にテッケンファイトランジを作り上げました。
But not just arcades, all three of us have been to Evo quite often, so some of the atmosphere of that or some of the kind of exciting atmospheres you see in the casinos, etc. in Vegas is also in the mix for this. So rather than just communicating with people over voice or text, we really want to create this atmosphere for people to come online and hang out with their friends and make it feel as similar as possible to the real thing. And we think, it works quite well.
こんな感じでエモートもあるので、エモートを使ったコミュニケーションも楽しめます。
And there's emotes as well, which you can use to communicate with other players. So there are actually 3 different battle types that you can do in the Tekken Fight Lounge. One of them would be quick match. This is for people who don't want to lose their rank or to have any kind of movement, just to have fun. Then there's also a group match where there's a bunch of arcade machines and they're separated into groups, so you can fight online against people in your same group. And then there's also rank match, which many of you are familiar with. You fight against opponents and your rank. Well, and if we're talking about online battles, then I guess we should include Tekken Ball. That's another option you have to play against people online. But like in the arcade, it's not just about playing yourself. You can actually stand behind other people and spectate their matches.
画像になってますね。
Not only watching them battle, you can also look at a player's profile, which shows you various things about them, including their various skill rankings, etc. And we won't be going to much detail on it now, but you can actually customize your own profile. So we'll have details about that at a later date. So Tekken Ball, as you can see, if you played in the past, is kind of set in a beach environment. And this itself is also an extension of the online lobby we're showing you. And we really put a lot of effort into making this very open and airy and a place to just kick back and relax as a great place to do the Tekken Ball footage. Next movie, please.
Get ready for the next battle.
キャラクターはちょっと鉄拳3にいたキャラを鉄拳3っぽくアレンジしてみました。
We chose characters from Tekken 3 and made them look similar to that installment.
実際このモードは相手を殴るんではなくてボールにダメージを与えてそのボールを、食らってしまったり自分のコートにボールが落ちてしまうと体力が減るといったミニゲームになります。
And obviously, this is different than battles where you don't directly attack your opponents. You attack the ball, which then concurs damage. And if you hit your opponent with the ball, it can do damage to them. Or on the other hand, if you drop the ball on your court in such a manner, then you'll receive damage.
はい、
本当に
So Harada was just mentioning that he actually was trying to, back in the day, create a mode that teaches you how to do aerial juggles, but he messed up and it turned into this kind of beach volleyball game, but it actually turned out quite well. It's actually a fun mode to just take a break if you're kind of frustrated or tired from the pressure of online battles, so just to kick back and relax with your friends. But it is kind of useful for timing and what kind of techniques you might want to use in battles as well. So it serves both purposes. And as you can see, by just simultaneously pressing the buttons when the special style is enabled, you can help you find a character you think looks cool and then check them out using special style. It's quite fun.
本当に自分はこのボタンしか押してないので
So I'm only pressing triangle repetitively. This was actually due to player feedback and they wanted more options in the back and forth with their opponent.
ってます。
And when you're successful in punishing, it shows great, or the prompt like that.